Let's talk fighter jets. Not just airshow stunts, but flying statements of national power. A country with a top-tier air force gets noticed, like having the fastest car on the block. The US, Russia, and China build their own jets. F-35, Su-57, J-20, symbols of their might. They sell these to allies, keeping influence tight, like an exclusive club. Smaller countries, they're often stuck with limited choices, pressured to pick a side. Buying from a superpower can mean political strings attached. That's why many nations want an alternative, a jet that offers real independence. Imagine a fighter that's smart, not just strong. That's what these countries are after. They want to defend their skies on their own terms. Strategic independence is the golden ticket. The challenge: get a capable air force without being beholden to the big three. Enter the search for a new kind of jet, one that lets countries stand tall without leaning on anyone. It's about more than hardware. It's about sovereignty. The right jet can change a nation's place in the world. And that's why the story of the Gripen matters. It's not just about planes. It's about freedom of choice. And that's a game changer. Sweden, famous for meatballs, IKEA, and surprisingly, world-class fighter jets. They're not a superpower, but they build the Saab Gripen. The latest, Gripen E, is a marvel of smart engineering. It's not the biggest or most expensive, but it's incredibly clever. Sweden's approach? Outthink, not outspend. The Gripen E is efficient, adaptable, and potent. It's the underdog that keeps surprising everyone. Instead of brute force, it uses brains, cost-effectiveness, and flexibility. Think lightweight boxer outsmarting a heavyweight. The Gripen E is packed with advanced tech, powerful engine, great radar, and more. But it's the way it all fits together that's impressive. Built to be a thorn in any foe's side, it's a tool for nations valuing independence. You don't need to be a superpower to challenge the status quo. Sweden proves that with the Gripen E. It's a thinking person's fighter jet. The world is starting to notice. Gripen E isn't about outgunning, it's about outsmarting. It's a new kind of victory, and it's changing the game for smaller nations. Sweden's clever solution is making waves. The Gripen E is proof that smart design can punch above its weight, and that's why it's turning heads worldwide. The Gripen's secret weapon? Affordability. It's not just cheap to buy, it's cheap to fly and maintain. That means more flying, more training, and less downtime. Think supercar performance, with economy car running costs. Its modular design means easy upgrades. Just swap in new tech. Gripen can operate from highways, not just air bases, huge for survivability. If airfields are hit, Gripens scatter and keep flying. It's a multi-tool of the skies, adaptable and ready for anything. Gripen E isn't picky about weapons. American, French, British, Israeli, and more. It's a jet built for nations that want options. For countries watching their budgets, it's a game changer. The Gripen proves you don't need deep pockets for a world-class air force. Why do these features matter? For smaller countries, affordability is everything. Gripen lets them field a credible air force without breaking the bank. It opens doors that were closed before. Advanced air power now accessible. But it's not just about money. It's about independence. Buying a jet often means political strings, parts, training, upgrades, all tied to the supplier. That can nudge a country's foreign policy in unwanted directions. Gripen offers a way out, a path to strategic autonomy. Sweden's neutrality makes Gripen a less political choice. Countries can choose their own allies, their own path. Gripen is designed for easy maintenance by small teams. It packs advanced tech AESA radar, infrared search and track, electronic warfare. It carries serious weapons like the Meteor missile. All this adds up to real independence in the skies. Nations can defend their airspace on their own terms. No need to pick a superpower team. Gripen makes advanced defense possible for more countries. It's about sovereignty, not just hardware. That's why Gripen is more than a jet. It's a statement, and it's changing the rules for smaller nations. In 2014, Brazil made headlines by choosing the Gripen EF for its Air Force. Embraer co-designed the two-seater and Brazil set up local production. True technological independence. Thailand's story is similar. After the US denied F-35S, they turned to Gripen for jets and tech. The deal included Meteor missiles and local support, a smart move for autonomy. South Africa also picked Gripen to avoid over-reliance on US systems. For these nations, Gripen means freedom of action, no matter the politics. In Latin America, Gripen's appeal is growing fast. Gripen's flexibility and partnership approach are winning over new customers. The Gripen story is spreading, especially where countries want more control. Gripen is helping nations write their own defense stories. But the Gripen doesn't win every time. Fighter jet sales are tough. Politics often trumps performance. The US wields huge influence, pushing allies toward American jets like the F-35. Norway, Poland, Finland, and the Czech Republic all chose US jets, sometimes under pressure. Even when Gripen offers better deals, geopolitics can decide. Sometimes sales are blocked outright. Colombia's Gripen deal hit a wall because the jet uses a US-made engine. The US reportedly vetoed the export, blocking the sale. It's a clear example of superpower muscle. Even if a country wants Gripen, bigger powers can say no. Saab has to fight hard for every contract. Smart design and low costs help, but aren't always enough. The arms market is a political minefield. Gripen is a fantastic aircraft but faces constant uphill battles. Superpower influence is a tough opponent. Still, Sweden keeps pushing, believing in their jet. Gripen's story is one of resilience. It's about challenging the giants even when the odds are long. Every sale is hard-fought. But each win proves that smart alternatives matter. And that's why the Gripen keeps flying. Despite challenges, Gripen is shaking up the arms market, especially in Latin America. For decades, US jets dominated the region. Now, Gripen offers a credible alternative. Countries like Brazil, Peru, and Colombia are taking notice. Russia's influence has waned, and China's jets lack a proven track record. That leaves a gap, and Sweden's Saab is stepping in. Saab's export strategy is smart, tailored deals, co-production, and long-term support. Brazil's local production is a model for others. These partnerships build trust and local industry. It's a win-win, not just a sale. If Peru's deal goes through, Brazil's production hub could support it. Great for logistics and cost. Regional partnerships grow stronger, independent of superpower suppliers. Gripen is quietly changing the landscape. It's fostering self-reliance and regional cooperation. Countries gain more control over their defense and destiny. Gripen's approach is different. Empowering, not dominating. That's why it's gaining ground where old models are fading. The jet is more than a product. It's a catalyst for change. In Latin America, Gripen is helping nations stand on their own. It's a new era for defense choices, and Gripen is leading the way. So, what's the real lesson of the Gripen E? Smart design can triumph over big budgets. Ingenuity and focus go a long way. Gripen E proves a smaller nation can build a world-class fighter. It's a symbol of independence for countries wanting their own path. Choosing Gripen is a statement. We value autonomy. In a world of big power rivalries, Gripen offers neutrality and self-determination. It's more than a jet. It's an enabler of choice. Like David versus Goliath, the right tools and strategy matter. Gripen lets nations protect their interests without being pawns. Its hard-fought successes resonate beyond aerospace. They speak to a desire for a more balanced world. Gripen E is an idea in flying metal innovation, efficiency, independence. As it finds new customers, that idea soars higher. Even in global defense, clever thinking changes the game. Gripen is a reminder that small players can make a big mark. Swedish engineering, making a real difference. And that's something worth cheering for.